Right now at 6 a.m. a weather watch alert continuing for the potential for flooding after a light show last night. We'll have the update coming up.
And debris dangers out there in the water. The warning for boaters and swimmers this morning.
And several firefighters injured while battling a fire in New Haven. What authorities are saying this morning right now at 6 o'clock.
Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, begins with a weather watch alert.
6 o'clock, good morning. It is an unsettled start to the day with more rain hitting towns that are already waterlogged. Thanks for checking in with us here at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Keith McGilvery, grateful you are here. We are going to start with weather this morning with some video from overnight. Storms moving through the state in the overnight hours. Matt and Rachel really pinpointing throughout the day yesterday exactly when this storm would hit. 3:22 that lightning struck, and this is video from earlier this morning in the capital city. Give it another second or two here to see if we get another strike, but either way, we were seeing it for sure.
Yeah, we sure were. A lot of people woke up in the middle of the night. I know I was out of a deep sleep. Meteorologist Matt Scott joins us with the details.
And if you weren't woken
I wasn't happy about that either.
If you weren't woken up, your pets woke you up as a result from all of it. Good morning to you. Yeah, for now, things are a little quieter. Not out of the clear just yet. Flooding is still a minor issue. We have a flood watch in effect for the entire state throughout the day. We also have the flood warning continuing for the Connecticut River. Here's the radar right now, and it looks significantly quieter. Just a little bit of rain in Stonington down towards the southeastern corner. Look at this light show over the last few hours. My gosh. And while we are in the clear now, I want you to focus on this severe thunderstorm warning down in Philly. Why do we care about that? Because the likelihood is that's going to move up into to the northeast and may clip Middlesex and New London County throughout the morning. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Right now, 69 and a little sunshine poking through the clouds in Hartford. Doesn't look too bad in New Haven either. Here's the guidance, and I think its bark is worse than its bite. You're going to see a couple of isolated storms firing up off and on throughout the afternoon. So we're not done yet with the rain. And then we're going to watch later on this evening for, I think, one more wave that might be coming through. So if you're in an area with poor drainage, you need to watch, because after the rain we got last night and the rain we may get additionally, that may be enough to cause some issues out there. Temperatures only getting into the low 80s. The humidity staying tropical, so you'll feel quite warm and muggy with a chance of storms pretty much all day. Talk about the weekend forecast. There's more rain to talk about, unfortunately. We'll try to time that out as best we can coming up. Checking out the roads as best she can is Lauren Zenzi. Good morning at 6:02.
Good morning to you, Matt. Good morning, everyone. We are following one crash right now, just happened. It looks more of like a spin out over on I-84 eastbound right near exit 50. So it's kind of branching off to exit 50. So just be mindful of this if you are heading into the Hartford area. It doesn't seem to be causing a huge impact on 84 itself, but by the way that the camera looked, it looked as though it was just a one-car spin out, just car turned sideways. Doesn't look like too much damage. We do have Route 17A over by the fairgrounds in Portland, still closed because of the flooding from the Connecticut River. And then take a look at this out in Middletown. You can see Harbor Park. Erica and Keith, as I send things back over to you, take a look at that. You could really see the water coming up into the parking lot over there. So, I mean, it is just way high from what it usually is, but luckily not impacting Route 9 at all. We'll check back in on the roads coming up in the next half hour. For now, guys, I'll send things back over to you.
And speaking of video, make you go, wow. Take a look at this video here. This coming in from Norfolk. The volunteer fire department there says this is what it looked like near Route 44 near Old Colony Road last night. A portion of the road had to be closed for at least 2 hours until the water subsided. Norfolk was among the towns to experience flooding this week when slow-moving storms soaked Litchfield County.
All right, this morning, several state park swimming areas are still closed due to the high bacterial levels in the water. Burr Pond State Park in Torrington, Gardner Lake State Park in Salem, Lake Warmog State Park in Kent, and Indian Wells State Park in Shelton. Yesterday, Fox 61 catching up with a family who says they were disappointed when they found out the beach was closed.
It's hot and the kids really wanted to go in the water. I wanted them to be in the water.
Disappointed. I kind of wanted to, but I guess not.
So we have to get the water tested basically, and that requires a whole team to come out. So that's the two things we're waiting on.
All right, I feel for that young man there. He just wants to cool off. Officials of the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection conduct the water tests. Over the last week, they've had to close several of the 21 state parks they oversee with swimming areas because of water quality concerns. Happening today, the Lieutenant Governor and the State Department of Agriculture Commissioner will tour a flood-damaged farm in South Windsor. That's expected to happen at 1:30 this afternoon at the Kashida Farm. This video of a different farm in Glastonbury that it's also seen impacts from flooding from the Connecticut River. Officials saying they want to understand the impact it'll have on the future food supply chain. And a reminder, stay informed on severe weather in our state and across the nation. You can scan the QR code on your screen to download the free Fox 61 News app. Matt and Rachel have their forecast on there. You can find hour-by-hour forecast, the radar, a lot more information that can help your family stay weather aware.
Right to New Haven this morning, where 4 firefighters were injured battling a fire. Oh, this was a scene on Chapel Street on Thursday afternoon. The call came in just before 1 p.m. Officials say it started in a concrete garage that was being used as an appliance repair shop. As firefighters battled the flames, this happened.
The fire interior got extremely hot, caused an interior collapse. Everything inside, all the stoves, refrigerators, all that stuff collapsed into the first floor.
Well, no word yet on what caused the fire. One resident was injured. Everyone who was injured is expected to recover, though. And also in New Haven, police and animal advocates say they want justice for a puppy who was found shot to death in a milk crate. Officers say they found the dog on Poplar Street on July 8th. Legal animal advocacy group Desmond's Army and New Haven police have since named the dog Justice, and they're hoping to find whoever is responsible.
So any tip, large or small, please contact us. You know, this is an atrocious crime. Please come forward. Any information you have that can bring justice for justice.
Unbelievable. A $2,000 reward is being offered for information leading to an arrest. Officials are urging anyone who knows anything about this to please call them.
6:07 now. Happening today, a man accused of a hit-and-run crash that killed a beloved high school basketball coach due back in court. Jamoose Workman of West Hartford accused of hitting Kendall May back on March 31st and then leaving the scene. Workman was on probation at the time of the crash and has a lengthy criminal history. May was the head coach of the Prince Tech High School team, and as his brother told people in court yesterday, his death is being felt by the entire community. And a man faces up to 10 years behind bars after admitting to a theft at a gun store in Newington. Troy Harris pleading guilty yesterday. According to investigators, he crashed his car through the front door of Hoffman's on the Berlin Turnpike in 2021, stealing several pistols, then running off. Harris is scheduled to be sentenced in October.